Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Bible Study Model. In this video, we're gonna make a car with our range-rover car. So these are the tasks we're gonna cover in this video, and this is the car. So without wasting our time, let's get to it. First of all, we add the reference images just like we manage the task. We written the task and add a plane with mirror modifier, and then we start making it first on the roof, and then we're gonna extrude out to the whole body. We're gonna look at the reference as we extrude every part of the body, and then extrude look from side view and front, top, and back top view. Okay, these are the three main directions we need to look for. Then we can make a car realistic. Okay, low poly, but we'll try to make it more realistic. Then we're gonna extrude it down just to the back, and then set the shape accordingly like this. Now I will extrude this part like here, and just a little to the side, and then a little just to the down. This will create a frame for our body. We can make this extrude it a little forward to make the shape, but we can do it later to make the frame of the front glass. But keep it if you need, and if it looks good. Turn the clipping on from the mirror modifier, so we won't get any further problem from the mirror modifier. Now I extrude it down, and just a little to keep the maintain the curved round shape from the top. Just like this. From side and top view, look from side and top view, and if you see the shape of the body is not correct from the front view, so don't worry, we can do it set it later on. If we see two direction side equal and good, then congratulations, you are doing it right. Just like this. Now tweak some areas to match the shape just as you like. Now extrude this just a little, move it a little bit to the side, and look from top view for correct location. Now extrude this front frame to move it just to the side and make a frame of the front windshield, and then extrude this vertex and make the hood of the car. And now like these 3 to 4 vertices from the front, and then extrude it forward and look from side view and set the shape. Just like I said here, and extrude it forward. It's important to keep it low poly and keep your geometry simple and low poly. Yes, low poly mesh can be a little easy to edit, and we can edit it later on as we we don't get any higher amount of mesh. That's the benefit of low poly model, but the problem is it's not a realistic way to create cars. Not a realistic look of making cars. Okay, so creating anything locally is a good way to start something, to make something like that, and we can create the high-res model after when we know how you can make the models local. Then we can add subdivision for more smoothness and extra geometry. So don't be shy to create mistakes. Don't make mistakes. Everyone faces mistakes in life and in its work. So let's get back to it and explore every part and fill them correctly as it looks good. Move them just down Move them just down and from the X and from the top view. Keeping the shape, maintaining the shape is important so we get our result better. Making the wheel shape from the body is a little fun to make, but it can be a lot complicated sometimes. But if you focus, you can do it rightly. You can make it easily, and it's a lot of fun when we make things like this. Okay, now look from every perspective view and move the mesh around, match the shape as it looks good. Okay, from front and from the back view, it can be a little hard to make the front part and the back part. To make the front part and from the back, extrude every part and look from both sides, front, top and side. Extrude it correctly and look for mesh where the mesh is and make it correctly as it looks good and fill them as they are equal and we join them, fill them correctly. It is a fun way when we create such things like this, especially locally, but it can be a little hard to make. The reason I'm saying is that we face much geometry, but not much geometry, but it's a basic way to create something globally. But it's a good start. We can make it high resolution if we have the computer for that. Now set the shape correctly from the side view. Keeping the shape maintained from side view is important so we can make it a lot easier. To make the headlights, insert it just a little bit and move them inwards or outwards. I will move it a little bit outward, the outside, and it is and basically create the headlight. We don't need any extra detail for it. Now extrude from the side. One by one create every side of the car body. And place them. Placing the mesh correctly is also important. So we don't face any geometry problem. Now from the back, fill them but first extrude it correctly and fill them as it looks good. Keep looking at the reference images so we don't face any problem. After we, from the side view, the orthographic view, come to the perspective view and keep the and maintain the shape, create some areas, set the shape from the side, and everywhere you see any problem, if you see any problem, then make it a little smoother curved shape of the car body. From the back, filling and extruding can be a little bit complicated, but if you focus, it's not a big deal. We can make it easily, but keeping the mesh equal and geometry clean can be sometimes a little hard to make. After we done modeling from the car body, we can fill the glass part, the windshield glass and windows, fill them but then insert it and move it just a little inward. It gives a little nice effect of windows and we don't face any extra geometry. Just like make the windshield, insert it insert it and press the B key to insert from the middle if you are making something like that. Now add more details by extruding from front and from the back. Then we can fill it from the bottom. We have to fill from the bottom so our car looks complete and a full body. To add the details, select some faces from the front and insert them and extrude them just a little inward. A little inward and little detailing is necessary. We don't need to make any further mesh to add details. Just a little detail are enough so we get the low poly effect and a nicer look. Just like I did from the front, as well I will do to the back. After filling from the bottom, we can make the side by adding a circle, mirror modifier, target object the body, and with only remember to keep the circle with only 12 to 14 segments. Good range of segments are 12, but if you want to make it a lot detailed, so you can use the subdivision modifier and so much more. I prefer to you to keep all the cards in a separate file. I made all the cards like 5 cards in one file. So I prefer to you to keep them separately in every single file. Now we can color our card. We can color it black or maybe white as you like. But in my reference, I will use black color for now. Then we can use white color if we want. Add details from front, back, and everywhere you see. And if necessary, add details and bevel the edges from the side, just a little bevel, and add rims to it, just like it looks good. After we adding detailing and coloring to it, we can add wings and upgrade it to a floatable car. We can duplicate the tire, back tire, and move it to the back and color it as the body color. It's important to color the back fan black as the body color, so it looks like a fan and a floatable car. We can extrude out the wings from the side. I will do it in just a second. add details on the back and front. Everywhere we see, but no details is a good way to start. Good way to create such cars and a nicer looking model. Now add the wings on the side. We can explore out insert some faces and make them just like this. A little detailed, nicer looking car model. Okay guys, this is a quick tutorial. I missed the part of making the fan, but you can do it. Duplicate the view and make the car. This is a quick tutorial for the car making. Follow me to create more fun stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.